Hello, everyone. It's me, Sherelle, and welcome to Never a Dull Moment with me, Sherelle. So, I'm going to share something with you guys. I'm going to share some information because a lot of people don't know. Guys, I'm going to tell you how I got my papers. I got my papers through domestic violence. All right, guys. Remember, I told you guys I was arrested four times. I was arrested in immigration jail twice, federal jail, and state jail, guys. And I was told that I would never get papers in the United States of America. Lo and behold, I never knew that my bad situation would end up, help me in the long run. All right, guys, you guys know my story. I was a victim of domestic violence when I was beaten real bad when I was 9 months pregnant, and I lost my son from domestic violence. That's what landed me my papers today. It's called VAWA, Violence Against Women Act. Guys, a lot of victims are out there and they're suffering. They're suffering not knowing that there's help for them. You don't have to stay in an abusive relationship because of papers. All right, guys, it's called Violence Against Women Act. Because the person that did this to me, we weren't married. So he wasn't my husband. So I got the VAWA, which is Violence Against Women Act. It's a 4 year card that they give you. And within 3 years, you can file for your permanent resident. That's what I did, guys. It was a very hard time for me. But guys, I had patience because God, patience is a virtue. All right. So that's how I was landed. I got my green card. All right, guys. So I don't want to sit in a bad situation, in a domestic violence situation, thinking that that's your only hope for you to get your green card. Guys, if you have to, don't think you could just say, oh, I was a victim of domestic violence and just get your green card like that. You have to have proof. You have to have police records. You have to have, I had to give them a lot of stuff, but this happened to me years ago, but it still was effective. All right, guys, it doesn't matter how long it was, how long the abuse, it doesn't matter if it was 10, 15 years ago, as long as it's happened in the state and you have proof of that, it can land you your papers. All right, guys, and that's how I got my VAWA. All right. And I got it for 4 years, and in 3 years you could get your green card. Guys, it was a struggle for me, but I did it, and with God's help, because when I was going through my situation, he told me he didn't give me a spirit of fear. All right, guys. So don't fear anyone. Don't fear anything. God is in control of every situation. Out of a bad situation, here comes a good one for me, because out of my bad situation, there's a good situation that was hidden under it. That was a good thing, and a positive was hidden underneath the negative. So I just want to thank God for his grace. Thank God for his mercy. Thank God for bringing me through. And there are a lot of people out there right now who's going through the same thing. No, I mean, not the same thing, because nobody has the same exact story, but you might have similar situation. Just let me tell you this, that God sits high and he looks low. Everything is going to be all right. He's going to work it out for you. He might not come when you want him to come, but he comes right on time. It's me, Gershua Rose Green. I am a warrior. I am a conqueror. No matter what the devil throw at me, they dash you back on him. Oh, because guess what? God did not give me a spirit of fear. Many told me I wasn't going to make it. Many told me I was going to be deported. But I listened to that voice that tells me that everything is going to be all right. Even when the judge told me there was no hope for me, when the lawyers and the prosecutors, they said there's no hope for me, my lawyer was surprised, because when I got deported, guys, they gave me a piece of paper to go down to immigration to pay $500 to secure my spot on the airplane. All right. So I went there with tears in my eyes. It was such a devastating time for me, but I went there because I was told to do so. After a few years, of fighting my deportation case, guys, they sent that money back to me with interest. My lawyer couldn't understand, because when I was going through the situation, the Lord told me that he was going to be my judge, my lawyer, my prosecutor. He has the verdict in his hands, and he has the final decision. So no matter what man say, if God be for you, who can be against you? I tear down in faith every impossibilities that surrounds your breakthrough. I stand in the position as a true child of God, and he will let his face shine upon you always. His light shall shine upon your path, and his favor will encompass you all the days of your life. You're going to be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. You're going to be flying with the eagles and not with the brockfoot birds. Guys, the doors have been closed for quite some time, and walk in your breakthrough this morning. Walk in your blessing. The door is wide open. There's a blessing. There is a deliverance. There's a breakthrough with your name on it. Bold. Claim it. Believe it. And trust God. Thank you so much for watching. It's me, your girl, Sherelle Rose Green from Never a Dull Moment with Sherelle. And while you're at it, guy, turn your post notification on so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Remember, you are not responsible for falling down or for losing the battle. But yes, it is you who has to pick yourself back up and to realize that you are beautiful. Despite the scars, despite the constant degradation, you are worthy. See you next time.